Soft fingerstyle guitar, picking vinyl, crackle light, drush, distant room reverb. There's a sunrise on your window, painted lines across the floor. Coffee steaming, quiet shadows. We don't rush like we did before. Every heartbeat feels a little slower, like the world finally found its pace. You're a calm and a gentle summer in this small and ordinary space. We don't need a bigger story, we don't need a louder song. Every breath between your sentences is where I feel I truly belong. These warm breeze notes are drifting through the open door. Soft guitar and the way you breathe make me want nothing more. Every chord I play falls easy on your skin and clothes. You're my quiet evening sky, written in warm breeze notes. On the table, turning dusty labels, faded names. We just hum along to strangers while we're learning our own refrain. You lean back in your favorite sweater, half awake and half a smile. There's a map of all our yesterdays in the creases of your eyes. We don't need a destination, we don't even mark the time. With your head resting on my shoulder, every second falls in rhyme. These warm breeze notes are drifting through the open door. Soft guitar and the way you breathe make me want nothing more. Every chord I play falls easy on your skin and clothes. You're my quiet evening sky, written in warm breeze notes. If the world gets loud tomorrow, if the colors start to fade, I'll replay this gentle morning like a song that never ages. If the rain taps on the window and the daylight starts to close, I'll still hear your sleepy laughter, hidden in these warm breeze notes. These warm breeze notes are drifting through the open door. Soft guitar and the way you breathe make me want nothing more. Leave the city and its echoes. We got all we need at home in the space between our heartbeats. We're forever not alone. Finger picking slows, drums fade out. Soft humming on the main melody. Last line whispers, stay with me in warm breeze notes. Besides spitting guitar night, like I had a distant city almost at night. Streetlights drawing lines on the ceiling. You're lying on the floor, eyes closed. There's a quiet in the air that is healing. From the places we don't talk about, we just hold. Every question we forgot to answer, every word we were afraid to say, falls like dust on the old black dresser where my fingers find their way. So I play a little slower, let the silence sing along. Every note between the spaces feels like where we both belong. In this whispering guitar night, we're talking without a word. Every fragile little chord I find says more than you've ever heard. If your heart is getting heavy, let it lean into the light. I'll hold all your quiet secrets in this whispering guitar night. There's a window facing midnight traffic, red and white in a faded blur. You laugh softly at a joke I'm having, but I do anything to keep you here. We're a long way from our teenage stories, from the plans we swore we'd never change. Now we dance around the broken pieces, making peace with what remains. So I play a little lower, let the echo rap your name. If the world feels wrong tomorrow, we still had tonight the same. In this whispering guitar night, we're talking without a word. Every fragile little chord I find says more than you've ever heard. If your heart is getting heavy, let it lean into the light. I'll hold all your quiet secrets in this whispering guitar night. We don't have to solve it, we don't have to one that feels like shelter till you're ready to let go. In this whispering guitar night, you can fall apart and stay. Every tear that finds its way down, I'll just gently wipe away. If your doubts are getting louder, I'll keep singing till they're quiet. You're not alone, not ever in this whispering guitar night. Slow delay. Last chord rings out and fades into room noise. Rain, I'm here, finger pair, soft kick and rim click. Sidewalk glows like silver glass, neon signs and little pools. Breath is painting on the window as we drive back from the old school. You're tracing shapes on the car door with a finger lost in thought. I can see the storm you're hiding in the quiet lines you draw. So I turn the music lower, let the raindrops keep the time. I don't ask you for your reasons, I just let our hands entwine. We're taking soft steps in the rain, through the mess we can't explain. Every puddle, every street feels like washing off the pain. If your heart feels out of place, fall, don't hide your face. We'll take slow and simple breaths again, walking soft steps in the rain. Headlights wash across your shoulder like a frame in an old film. You confess you're getting older and you're scared of standing still, but every year that wraps around you is another note we play. We're not losing all our colors, we're just learning shades of gray. So I turn the wiper slower, let the city blur outside. We're a quiet moving refuge with your fears and mine inside. We're taking soft steps in the rain, through the mess we can't explain. Every puddle, every street feels like washing off the pain. If your heart feels out of place, let it, don't hide your face. We'll take slow and simple breaths again, walking soft steps in the rain. Maybe we won't find the answers, maybe that's not what we need. Maybe love is just this moment where you're safe to finally breathe. Let the thunder roll above us, let the night keep rolling on. We've got raindrops on the windshield and a half-forgotten song. We're taking soft steps in the rain, through the mess we can't explain. Every puddle, every street feels like washing off the pain. If your heart feels out of place, you can cry and I'll stay. We'll keep walking side by side again, taking soft steps in the rain.
Rain sounds isolated. Guitar slowly fades with simple three-note motif.
Midnight cocoa, not ugly and shallow. You're in my sweater that's too big, feet tucked underneath your knees. Midnight hour through the curtains, breathing slow and feeling free. Steam is rising from your cocoa like a ghost. So winter nights, you say nothing, you don't have to, you're already in the light. We've been running, we've been breaking on the edges of our days, but right here the world is smaller and it finally feels okay. Midnight cocoa in your hands, tiny universe we plan. We don't need a grand escape, just your laugh, I understand. In this Midnight cocoa in your hands, tiny universe we plan. We don't need a grand escape, just your laugh I understand. In this dim and quiet glow, you're the only truth I know. Hold this moment, soft and slow, sip by sip of midnight cocoa. Let it shout and let it spin. We'll remember how this night felt when we let the soft begin. You can carry all the kindness that we poured into this room like a secret in your pocket when the world forgets its tune. Midnight cocoa in your hands, tiny universe we plan. Every worry that you name melted gently where we stand. In this dim and quiet glow, you're the only truth I know. Keep this feeling as you go from the taste of midnight cocoa. Fade out with soft hum on chorus melody. Mug set down, fame room tone. So get ready, you're So left your shoes beside the doorway. Said you're tired of walking straight. Every road you've ever taken felt like someone else's way. So we climb up to the rooftop with a blanket and some tea. Let the city be a distance, let the sky be all we see. You say, what if I'm not ready? What if I am just too late? I say, time is just a rumor, we don't have to keep it straight. Barefoot dreams on the concrete sky. We're lying down and watching planes go by. All the plans we never dared to keep, now they're written in the clouds we see. If the world feels heavy on your seams, let it fall off in these barefoot dreams. You talk softly about childhood, about the nights you couldn't sleep. All the trophies on the dresser never held the things you need. So we draw a little future with our fingers in the air. No one else to mark the boundaries, no one else to put us there. You say, what if I am broken? I say, so am I, that's fine. Every cracklet's in a color we can turn to some new light. Barefoot dreams on the concrete sky. We're lying down and watching planes go by. All the plans we never dared to keep, now they're written in the clouds we see. If the world feels heavy on your seams, let it fall off in these barefoot dreams. If we never reach the mountains, if we never cross the sea, we still found this little rooftop where you're honest, where you're free. Let the neighbors think we're foolish, let the neon buzz and gleam. We're just learning how to listen to the quiet in between. Barefoot dreams on the concrete sky, with the city humming like a lullaby. All the doubts you whisper in your sleep, I will hold and gently let them leave. If tomorrow isn't what it seems, we can meet again in barefoot dreams. People move like passing seasons in and out the cafe door. Every life a different rhythm, every soul its private war. Put your hands around the paper, feel like something I can read. Every tremor, every finger says I'm tired, but I'm here. You don't need a brand new angle. You don't owe me any proof. You can just be slightly broken. I can just be here as truth. Coffee and quiet moments are all we really need. A table and a gentle song, and space for you to breathe. If the world outside is racing, let it spin and let it freeze. We've got coffee and quiet moments where your heart can find its ease. If someday you feel forgotten in a crowd that never sees, remember how this simple silence made it easier to be. Just a human in a sweater with a heart that beats too loud, finding comfort in a small chair away from all the crowd. Coffee and quiet moments, I'll keep saving them for you. When your thoughts get overwhelming, we can share a cup or two. If your hope feels blurred and distant, come and sit across from me. We've got coffee and quiet moments where your soul can just be free. Da, da, da. Single note detail in the doorway, hanging like a coat you never wear. All the almost conversations sit like dust upon the chairs. You've been living in the echo of a song that lost its end. Every time you try to sing it, you just circle back again. But you don't have to hold the echo like a promise you must keep. You can let it fade to silence. You can finally fall asleep like a gentle echo falling off the walls of who you were. Let the quiet slowly cover every doubt that you rehearse. You don't have to keep recalling every heartbreak, every scene. Let the gentle echo fall and make some space for something clean. Afraid that if you loosen all the stories from your grip, you'll be nothing, you'll be empty like a record with no script. But your value's not the damage, it's the way you stayed alive. All the nights you kept on breathing when you didn't see the light. So don't hold yourself to stories you outgrew along the way. You're allowed to close the chapter, you're allowed to walk away. Like a gentle echo falling off the walls of who you were. Let the quiet slowly cover every doubt that you rehearse. You don't have to keep recalling every heartbreak, every scene. Let the gentle echo fall and make some space for something clean. Let me fill it with a tune, just a simple little pattern that can hum inside your room. It won't fix the broken pieces, but it might turn down the noise, so you hear your own soft whisper, not the false and louder voice. Like a gentle echo falling from the ceiling of your mind. Let the darkness lose its language, let your breathing fall in time. You don't have to keep on crawling through the ruins of that dream. Let the gentle echo falling wash you into something clean. Guitar mode save, repeats, then fades. City lights are crawling backward through the glass beside your head. You've been quiet since the station, lost in things you left unsaid. Moon is riding on the rooftops, keeping pace with where we go. You're a portrait in reflection, painted in a silver glow. I don't ask you what you're thinking, I just watch the laughter fade. I can tell that something's heavy in the words you never say. On this moonlit window seat, with your headphones and your dreams, all the miles beneath our feet feel like stitching fragile seams. If your heart's too tired to speak, let our shoulders softly meet. I'll stay right here next to you on this moonlit window seat. You confess you feel like leaving all the versions of your name, every mask you've worn for others, every role and every play. I say let them pass like houses floating back into the night. You don't have to keep on waving at the ghost beyond the light. There's a stillness in our faces, but our pulses stay aligned. You can lean a little closer, you can borrow some of mine. On this moonlit window seat, with your headphones and your dreams, all the miles beneath our feet feel like stitching fragile seams. If your heart's too tired to speak, let our shoulders softly meet. I'll stay right here next to you on this moonlit window seat. Someday we'll forget the station, someday we'll forget the time, but we'll still recall the feeling of this silent shared design, where the moon became a witness to our small and fragile peace. In a world that kept on moving, we found room just to be. On this moonlit window seat, where your worries found a rest, all the noise outside the glass couldn't reach your tired chest. If you fear you'll lose this peace, hold this moment on a repeat. I'm forever next to you on that moonlit window seat. Alarm's been ringing for a while now, but we're still tangled in the sheets. Sun is drawing little patterns on your back and on your feet. You mumble something about Mondays, how they always feel too quick. I just laugh and pull you closer, let the minutes slowly slip. We don't owe the world an entrance, right at 9 on every day. We can choose our own arrival, we can take the longer way. You're my slow morning muse, coffee eyes and messy hair. All the songs I haven't written are already waiting there. In the way you hide your face, in the blanket, soft excuse. I find lyrics, I find grace in my slow morning muse. Toast is burning in the kitchen. We forgot to watch the time. You say we're about to do it excuse. I find lyrics, I find grace in my slow morning muse. Maybe years from now we'll hurry through 1,000 different days, but I hope we'll still remember how we let this moment stay. Not a filtered perfect picture, not a story for the crowd, just a quiet little morning where we turn the volume down. You're my slow morning muse. In the sunlight's gentle hue, every chord my fingers stumble is a love note sent to you. If the world demands we move at a pace we can't refuse, I'll still hold this drift in truth. You're my slow morning muse. Needle drop sound on vinyl, worn guitar sidechain pad. Found a record in the corner of a shop we almost missed. Cover faded, edges broken like a long forgotten kiss. You said this one feels familiar even though we've never met. So we bought it for $1 like a promise we won't regret. Back at home we let it spin as the crackle filled the room. Every hiss between the notes felt like something we outgrew. I've got a dusty vinyl heart spinning stories in the dark. Every scar and every line is a long revolving mark. If you listen through the noise past the pops that fall apart, you might hear a gentle song in my dusty vinyl heart. You confessed you're scared of aging, of the years that leave their trace. I just pointed to the record with its worn and wrinkled face. Is it ruined or is it precious? Is it broken or refined? You just smiled and let the question slowly settle in your mind. We're not meant to stay untouched, we're not made to stay pristine. We're the cracks in all the playback of the things that we have seen. I got a dusty vinyl heart spinning stories in the dark. Every scar and every line is a long revolving mark. If you listen through the noise past the pops that fall apart, you might hear a gentle song in my dusty vinyl heart. Let the needle keep on tracing all the valleys, all the peaks. Every moment that was painful, every joy we chose to keep. We're a fragile little record on a borrowed ancient shelf, but the music we are playing makes it worth the wear itself. I've got a dusty vinyl heart spinning softly next to you. Every mark across the surface shows the life we're going through. If you hold me when I start to skip back to where we were, we can write a brand new chorus on this dusty vinyl heart. Guitar ends on baby with a long tail. memories slowly, like they're learning how to stay. You don't speak, but I can hear you in the words you give away. On this amber night bridge, where your fears begin to fade, every step becomes a promise that we're stronger than we made. If your heart begins to tremble, let it soften, let it shift. I'll be here to walk beside you on this amber night bridge. You confess you've been unsettled by the memories you keep, how they visit without warning, how they steal your chance to sleep. But the river keeps on moving, never holding what it sees. We can be a little like it, let the heaviness release. You don't need a perfect answer, you don't need to hide away. All the shadows on your shoulders can dissolve into the day. On this amber night bridge, where your fears begin to fade, every step becomes a promise that we're stronger than we made. If your heart begins to tremble, let it soften, let it shift. I'll be here to walk beside you on this amber night bridge. Sometimes healing isn't sudden, sometimes change is barely seen, but the moon can guide your footsteps to the places in between, where the night is warm and gentle, where your name is safe to breathe. On this amber night bridge, with your worries growing small, every echo that once followed isn't chasing you at all. If you ever lose your center, take my hand and feel the ridge. We'll return again together to this amber night bridge. On this amber night bridge. You sit quietly beside me, wrapped inside your cotton sleeves. There's a tremble in your breathing, like a wind behind the trees. You don't tell me what you're thinking, but your shoulders start to fall as the weight you've held for too long gives a warning in the wall. So I pull the blanket closer, let it gather around your frame. You don't need to say you're tired, I can hear it in your name. There's a silent warmth resting in the air tonight, something soft between our shadows, pulling darkness into light. We don't need to chase the answers, we don't need to prove our worth. We can heal a little moment in this gentle, silent warmth. You say you feel forgotten by the people you have loved, how you gave them all your pieces till you didn't have enough. But the quiet keeps on holding what the world has thrown aside, and you're safe within this moment where your tears don't need to hide. I don't try to fix your hurting, I don't tell you to be strong. I just stay here in the stillness, where your heart can follow roam. There's a silent warmth resting in the air tonight, something soft between our shadows, pulling darkness into light. We don't need to chase the answers, we don't need to prove our worth. We can heal a little moment in this gentle, silent warmth. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if your hope begins to shake, come and sit inside the quiet, where the tender moments ache. I will keep this place beside you, like a vow softly reborn. There's a silent Your hair is twisted on the pillow. Morning sunlight strokes your spine. You're half awake and barely speaking, mumbling fragments into mine. There's a hush inside the bedroom where the world can't get inside. Just your breath against my shoulder and your hands that softly hide. We don't need to mark the minutes, we don't need a place to be. Time is slipping through the curtains while you press your way to me. We're lost in linen sheets where the hours fall asleep. Every heartbeat feels like honey, every whisper running deep. We don't need to chase the day, let the sunlight softly bleed. We can disappear together, lost in linen sheets. You ask quietly, do you love me? With a voice unsure and thin, like you're scared that if you ask it, you'll reveal the cracks within. But I answer without speaking, with the way I pull you near. Every doubt you've been collecting loses strength when you are here. You don't need a perfect moment, you don't need a flawless truth. Every flaw becomes a color, every bruise a different hue. We're lost in linen sheets where the hours fall asleep. Every heartbeat feels like honey, every whisper running deep. We don't need to chase the day, let the sunlight softly bleed. We can disappear together, lost in linen sheets. If the world becomes demanding, if your courage comes undone, hide again beneath the blankets till the fears are slowly gone. We can build a little shelter made of warmth and tangled feet. We're lost in linen sheets where the morning holds its breath. Every second wrapped around you feels like life beneath the rest. If tomorrow knocks too loudly, we can stay here, you and me. Let the world keep moving forward, we're still lost in linen light humming guitar fades out. Street of massive walks where the midnight slowly crawls. All the signs are dim and humming, casting shadows on the walls. You're beside me like a secret in your oversized coat sleeves, and your silence feels like music that the fading night believes. We don't talk about the heartache, we don't mention what we fear, but the closeness on your shoulder tells me everything is here. In these hazy street whispers where the world begins to slow, every breath becomes a rhythm, every step a gentle glow. If your doubts begin to linger, let them fall like drifting snow. We'll keep walking through the quiet in these hazy street whispers. Friends who slipped away, how the promises grew hollow as the years began to sway. But I tell you, you're still golden even when you feel unseen. You're a beacon in the darkness even when your voice is thin. You don't have to fight the shadows, you don't have to stand alone. I'll be here beside your footsteps till the night becomes our home. In these hazy street whispers where the world begins to slow, every breath becomes the crosswalk hum in tune. All the emptiness you're hiding can dissolve beneath the moon. You don't need a stronger armor, you don't need a louder voice. Ooh. In these hazy street whispers where your fears begin to fade, every shadow on your memories loses all the weight it made. If tomorrow feels uncertain, we can walk till dawn appears, side by side inside the stillness of these hazy street whispers. There's a tiny corner table where you always love to sit, with your notebook full of stories and your pen that barely fits. You're scribbling broken phrases like you're stitching something torn, but your smile keeps trying softly like a day that's newly born. I don't ask you what you're writing, I don't push you to explain. Every line becomes a window to the beauty in your pain. You're my cozy corner melody, swaying softly in the breeze. Every moment spent beside you feels like warmth beneath the leaves. If the world becomes too heavy, let the music set you free. You're the song that keeps on playing, my cozy corner melody. Sometimes you feel useless, like your words don't change a thing. But I tell you every whisper sets another heart to sing. You're a quiet kind of thunder, you're a candle in the storm. You're the softness in the silence where the broken can transform. You don't need a grand ambition, you don't need a flawless start. You just need the gentle rhythm of your ever faithful heart. You're my cozy corner melody, swaying softly in the breeze. Every moment spent beside you feels like warmth beneath the leaves. If the world becomes too heavy, let the music set you free. You're the song that keeps on playing, my cozy corner melody. If you lose your sense of purpose, if your stories fall apart, I will read the faded pages of the chapters in your heart. Every word you try to gather finds a home with you and me. You're my cozy corner melody, in the quiet cafe lights. Every worry on your shoulders grows much smaller in the night. If you ever feel forgotten, I will hum you endlessly. You're the song that keeps on playing, my cozy corner melody. There's a sunset in your coffee, painting amber on your skin. Every sigh you take is golden, letting daylight settle in. You're exhausted from the chaos, from the noise you try to hide, but the evening holds a softness where your heart can come untied. You don't need to stay collected, you don't need to stay composed. Let the day fall off your shoulders, let the quiet interpose. With an evening cup of light, resting gently in your hands. All the shadows in your memory start to loosen their demands. If the world has felt too heavy, let it fade into the night. We can breathe a little slower with this evening cup of light. You tell me you've been drowning in expectations that you wear. Every praise becomes a pressure, every smile a small despair. But the twilight shows your softness, shows the truth beneath your fear. You're a lantern in the darkness, even dim, you're shining clear. You don't have to prove your value, you're enough just being here. You can drink the quiet gently, let the worry disappear. With an evening cup of light, resting gently in your hands. All the shadows in your memory start to loosen their demands. If the world is felt too heavy, let it fade into the night. We can breathe a little slower with this evening cup of light. If tomorrow feels uncertain, if the path becomes unclear, we return to this small moment where your heart was held sincere. With an evening cup of light on your fingertips and breath, every burden you've been guarding grows much smaller than it felt. You can rest a little longer, let the calmness hold you tight. You keep finding gentle moments with this evening cup of light. I found a Polaroid of us hidden deep inside a drawer. You were laughing in the sunrise like you never laughed before. Your sweater looked too oversized, my hair was long and unkempt, but the joy inside the picture felt like something heaven sent. Memories of fragile colors fading when the light is strong, but the feelings stay much longer than the moment they belong. In this faded Polaroid dawn where the past still lingers warm, every smile becomes a whisper, every sigh becomes a form. If you ever feel forgotten, hold the picture till it's gone. We're still breathing in the memory of a faded Polaroid dawn. You ask softly if I miss it, if I change a single thing, but I tell you every wrinkle held the truth of what we bring. We were young but we were honest in our simple little ways, and the love that fills your laughter still survives these hidden days. We can't step back in the moment, we can't paint the colors new, but we carry every ember in the things we learn and do. In this faded Polaroid dawn where the past still lingers warm, every smile becomes a whisper, every sigh becomes a form. If you ever feel forgotten, hold the picture till it's gone. We're still breathing in the memory of a faded Polaroid dawn. Let the edges keep on curling, let the ink begin to blur. We don't need a perfect photo, just the truth of who we were. In this faded Polaroid dawn, we can place our hearts again. Every moment we abandon still remembers where it's been. If the sunrise feels too distant, let the memory carry on. We're still walking through the echoes of a faded Polaroid dawn. soft lane where the house is blurred to sleep. You're leaning on the window, tracing shapes you wanna keep. All the miles behind us, breathing in the rearview stencil haze. All the miles ahead, still waiting for the stories we'll create. You say you're scared of losing meaning in the spaces in between, but the silence has a purpose where your hope can reappear. These softlane memories are blooming in the night. Every whisper in the passing trees becomes a little light. If your past begins to tremble, let the moments fall at ease. We'll keep writing all our futures in these softlane memories. You miss the evenings where your heart felt light and free, but I tell you every season has a quiet remedy. We can gather all the fragments of the things that made you strong, and we'll place them in the moments where your soul can hum along. You don't need to force the healing, you don't need to hurry time. Just allow the distant lamplights to create a gentle light. Softlane memories are blooming in the night. Every whisper in the passing trees becomes a little light. If your past begins to tremble, let the moments fall at ease. We'll keep writing all our futures in these softlane memories. Let the moon rest on your shoulder, let the darkness turn to rest. Let the miles become a comfort, not a burden on your chest. Softlane memories are sweeter than they seem. Every second on this winding road feels like waking from a dream. If tomorrow feels uncertain, we'll still travel where we please. Hand in hand, we'll keep on building all these softlane memories. Fire thumping in the corner, casting embers on the floor. You're curled up with a blanket, like you've been through too much more. I tune the strings a little lower, let the tension fade to dust. You look up with tired eyes that say you can play if you must. Something simple, just a chord you recognize, and I'll watch the heavy shadows leave your shoulders by surprise. Guitar by the fireplace, singing comfort into you. Every fear that's been unspoken fades into the amber hue. If your heart is aching softly, let the warmth fall into place. I'll keep playing through the silence with my guitar by the fireplace. You whisper that you're worried about the things you cannot change, how the world keeps getting louder, how your hope feels out of range. But the fire keeps on glowing like a friend that never leaves, and the song beneath my fingers feels like something you believe. You don't need a perfect future, you don't need a flawless plan. We can rest inside this moment where the flames and music blend. A guitar by the fireplace, singing comfort into you. Every fear that's been unspoken fades into the amber hue. If your heart is aching softly, let the warmth fall into place. I'll keep playing through the silence with my guitar by the fireplace. Let the chords become a guide. We can breathe a little deeper where the evening feels alive. And guitar by the fireplace, where your tears can fall unseen. Every verse becomes a shelter, every pause a place to breathe. If tomorrow feels unsteady, we will find a quiet space where the world grows warm and gentle. With this guitar by the fireplace. Fire crackling, fire popping. But your heartbeat feels like light. Every step along the pavement echoes softly through the night. You're still carrying the sadness from the hours you survived, but your breathing starts to steady as our footsteps fall in time. I don't ask you to be brighter, I don't ask you to be strong. I just match your quiet rhythm as we slowly walk along on this tender walk home, where your worries start to fade. Every breath becomes forgiveness for the choices you have made. If your knees feel weak from trying, let me hold your trembling soul. We can take the road much slower on this tender walk home. Feels heavy, like your thoughts are filled with stone, like the world expects perfection from a heart that stands alone. But I tell you, you're still worthy, even when you lose your way. Even broken branches blossom in the warmth of gentle days. You don't need to prove your value, you don't know a flawless tone. You can rest inside the stillness of this simple walk back home. Walk home, where your fears fall to the side. Every silent hesitation meets the comfort of the night. If the tears begin to surface, let them come, you're not alone. I'll be here in every moment on this tender walk home. This tender walk home. If the future feels uncertain, if your courage starts to shake, we can stop beneath the lamplight to break on this tender walk home. With the moon above your face, every scar you've been defending starts to soften in its place. If tomorrow seems too distant, we can slow the world we roam. There's no rush, no need for answers on this tender walk home. La 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Footsteps slow fade out with soft guitar. All the moments we've been holding start to loosen their control. You rest lightly on the window, tracing trails of quiet dreams, and your breathing finds a rhythm with the engine's gentle swing. You don't speak, but I can hear you in the way your shoulders fall. Every silence that surrounds us feels like healing after all. In this slow glow horizon, where your heartbeat learns to slow, every second feels like honey, every shadow starts to go. If your memories start trembling, let the evening's ember show. We can rest inside the warmth of this slow glow horizon. With the storms inside your chest, how the world keeps moving faster than your hope can reinvest. But the sunset's giving mercy in the tones across the sky. You can let the moment claim you, let the old emotions die. You don't need to rush the falling, you don't need to force the rise. Just allow the fading sunlight to reflect behind your eyes. In this slow glow horizon, every second feels like honey, every shadow starts to go. If your memories start trembling, let the evening's ember show. We can rest inside the warmth of this slow glow horizon. If tomorrow feels unsteady, if the dawn begins to shake, we can chase the softer endings till your scars begin to break. Sleepless, lose their power, lose their grasp. You can breathe into the moment, let the gentle colors grow. We'll keep healing in the distance of this slow glow horizon. Soft guitar license. You're collecting tiny moments like they're flowers in your sleeve. Every whisper of affection is a secret you believe. You don't ask for grand adventures or a world that's loud and wide. You just want a little softness and a hand that stays beside. All the tiny imperfections are the colors of your days. Every quieted little heartbeat is a song in gentle ways. In this blanket of small things where your calmness starts to grow, every worry in your memory loses all its heavy glow. If the world begins to crumble, hold the warmth that silence brings. We can rest beneath the shelter of this blanket of small things. You say you feel unnoticed in the rush of bigger plans, but I tell you, you've been shining in the warmth of simple hands. Every tear you think is useless, every fear you try to hide, finds a home in every moment where you're seen and satisfied. You don't need to change your nature, you don't need to mask your voice. You can cherish all the smaller, unimportant little joys. In this blanket of small things where your calmness starts to grow, every worry in your memory loses all its heavy glow. If the world begins to crumble, hold the warmth that silence brings. We can rest beneath the shelter of this blanket of small things. becomes too mighty, if your hope becomes too thin, we can wrap ourselves in quiet till the storms can't get within. In this blanket of small things where your soul begins to heal, every broken expectation learns to soften what you feel. You don't need a louder meaning, you just need what kindness brings. We'll be safe inside the comfort of this blanket of small things. Soft roads, gentle fade. There's a softness in your laughter, like the first days after rain, where the petals start unfolding from the windowsill of pain. You're not loud, you're not demanding, you don't shout to show your worth, but your quiet smile is changing how I'm moving through the earth. All the colors turn to honey when your lips begin to rise. Every moment feels like breathing in a world without skies. It's your quiet smile season where the gentle moments grow. Every glance you send is healing, every breath a warmer glow. If your doubts begin to linger, let the sunlight be the reason. You're the calmness in my living, it's your quiet smile season. You confess you feel invisible, like the world looks right through you, like your softness isn't powerful, like your kindness has no use. But I tell you, you're the reason that my days have found their grace. You're the steady in the chaos, you're the warmth inside the space. You don't need a louder presence, you don't need a brighter call. You're the subtle kind of magic that the world can't steal at all. It's your quiet smile season where the gentle moments grow. Every glance you send is healing, every breath a warmer glow. If your doubts begin to linger, let the sunlight be the reason. You're the calmness in my living, it's your quiet smile season. Even when you're feeling fragile, even when you're filled with doubt, your small smile becomes a lighthouse for the places wearing out. It's your quiet smile season where your softness turns to flame. Every step you take is lighter, every whisper feels the same. If tomorrow feels uncertain, let the morning make it even. You're the heart of all my comfort in this quiet smile season. In this quiet smile season. Soft guitar fading. claim all the choices you regret now call you by a different name. But the past is just a teacher, not a verdict you must bear. Every moment you abandon still believes you'll find it there. You don't need a perfect restart, you don't need to rewrite fate. You can pick up every fragment even if it feels too late. Those dreams left on the table still remember how to shine. Every hope you thought was broken still belongs to you in time. If your courage feels unstable, let my heartbeat strengthen yours. We can open all the memories of the dreams left on the table. Let the fear fall off your shoulders, let the softness lead the way. Every plan you thought was over still deserves another day. Those dreams left on the table aren't abandoned, aren't erased. Every dream you thought was foolish still remembers how you prayed. If tomorrow feels uncertain, let this moment lift you stable. We can try again together for the dreams left on the table. Rum, ba la la ba 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 la. Jet light night honey from a cup you never wash, saying sweetness tastes familiar when the world's been feeling harsh. There's a gentleness about you when the night begins to fall, like you're pouring all your kindness into someone else's call. You don't know how much you matter when you whisper through your fears. Every trembling in your fingers holds the truth of honest years. You're my late night honey, soft and golden through the dark. Every drop becomes a comfort, every word a little spark. If you're feeling lost or lonely, let me hold your heartbeat funny. You're the warmth against the shadows, you're my sweet late night honey. You confess you've been exhausted by the people who took more. How your giving nature faltered when they closed another door. But your sweetness isn't weakness, it's the reason hearts survive. It's the quiet transformation that keeps broken things alive. You don't need to change your flavor, you don't need to harden up. You're the sweetness of the evening overflowing in a cup. You're my late night honey, soft and golden through the dark. Every drop becomes a comfort, every word a little spark. If you're feeling lost or lonely, let me hold your heartbeat funny. You're the warmth against the shadows, you're my sweet late night honey. If the morning steals your courage, if your hope begins to dim, we can sip the quiet slowly till you find your light again. You're my late night honey, golden shining in my hands. Every moment spent beside you writes a warmth I understand. If tomorrow feels uncertain, let the night grow soft and sunny. You're the glow in all my darkness, you're my sweet late night honey. Warm tight honey. Soft on You're speaking in a whisper, like you're scared to shake the air. But the softness in your phrasing feels like warmth I want to wear. Every syllable is fragile, like a lantern in the cold. But the brightness in your quiet tells a story left untold. You don't know that you've been healing parts of me I never show. Every time your voice is trembling, I feel something start to grow. I'm resting on your voice, on the way you speak my name. Every quiet hesitation feels like comfort in the rain. If your fears begin to wander, let your tone become my choice. I'll be here in every moment, just resting on your voice. You confess you feel uncertain when your words don't come out right. But I tell you, every stutter feels like truth that holds the night. You're not meant to sound unbroken. You're not meant to hide your cracks. Every note inside your whisper brings the tenderness I lack. You don't need to clear your throat. You don't need a perfect line. I can hear your honest heartbeat ringing softly into mine. I'm resting on your voice, on the way you speak my name. Every quiet hesitation feels like comfort in the rain. If your fears begin to wander, let your tone become my choice. I'll be here in every moment, just resting on your voice. If tomorrow makes you breathless, if your courage feels misplaced, let your words fall slowly closer till your soul begins to taste all the gentleness you're holding, all the love you can't avoid. I'm resting on your voice, where the truth is soft and warm. Every tremble in your sentences feels like shelter from the storm. If the world becomes too noisy, I will guard your quiet poise. You can speak to me forever, I'll be resting on your voice. Soft sound. There's a softness in the shadows, where your heartbeat hides its face. Every echo in the bedroom feels like something you misplaced. You've been trying to be stronger than the weight you've had to bear, but the trembling in your posture shows the truth beneath your care. You don't need a brighter armor. You don't need a louder voice. You can fall into the quiet where your tears don't need a choice. You're the gentle room echo, where the pain begins to fade. Every whisper in your breathing writes the warmth you never made. If your memories feel hollow, let the silence help them grow. We can sit inside the stillness of your gentle room echo. You say fear has been returning, more than comfort ever stays. How the nights grow out with worry, how you count the former days. But the stillness in the evening holds a softness for your name. And the shadows aren't your enemies, they're just quiet, not aflame. memory starts to falter, if your courage comes undone, we can dim the little lamplight till the trembling learns to run. You're the gentle room echo, where your truth is soft and new. Every broken little feeling finds a kinder point of view. If tomorrow feels too fragile, let the shadows ebb and flow. We'll keep healing in the quiet of your gentle room echo. We're reading through the pages of a book we never wrote. All the memories drifting softly like the dust on your old coat. Golden light across your features makes your eyes a deeper hue, and your breathing turns to music when the sun leans into you. You don't realize you're shining when the world begins to dim, but your quiet kind of beauty makes the colors start to swim. These golden hour pages, all the truth we try to find. Every line becomes a window to the peace within your mind. If your memories grow fragile, let the sunlight fill the spaces. We'll rewrite the softer stories in these golden hour pages. You confess you miss the mornings where the hope felt clean and bright, where your laughter was a river, not a whisper in the night. But the sunset knows your longing, knows the chapters you've outgrown, and the warmth upon your shoulder feels like something of your own. You don't need a perfect future, you don't need a flawless frame. Every flaw becomes a feature, every tear becomes a flame. These golden hour pages, all the truth we try to find. Every line becomes a window to the peace within your mind. If your memories grow fragile, let the sunlight fill the spaces. We'll rewrite the softer stories in these golden hour pages. Let the dusk rewrite your worries, let the colors soothe the pain. Let the golden hour linger till the night restores your name. These golden hour pages, where your heart begins to breathe. Every broken old conviction learns a new way to believe. If tomorrow feels too distant, let the sunset turn the pages. We'll keep writing all our futures. In these golden hour pages. War requests could fade. There's a promise in the evening, where the sky turns soft and white. You've been holding in your sadness, where your heart has learned to hide. But the clouds begin to open, letting golden shadows fall, and your breathing finds a rhythm as the daylight starts to crawl. You don't need a grand arrival, you don't need a stronger role. You just need a quiet moment where your heart can lose control. Under a warm sky where your fears begin to fade, every tremble in your body meets the calm the twilight made. If the doubts begin to whisper, let the quiet amplify. We'll keep healing hand in hand here under a warm sky. confess you felt unsteady, like your hope has lost its sound. Like the things you once believed in aren't enough to keep you grounded. But the evening gives you shelter in its golden amber glow, and the softness of the horizon is a comfort you can hold. You don't need to chase perfection. You don't need to hide your size. All your flaws become a garden when the night begins to rise. Under a warm sky where your fears begin to fade, every tremble in your body meets the calm the twilight made. If the doubts begin to whisper, let the quiet amplify. We'll keep healing hand in hand here under a warm sky. If tomorrow feels unstable, if your hope begins to shake, we can wander through the evening till your courage starts to wake. Under a warm sky where your soul relearns its tune, every ache becomes much smaller underneath the rising moon. If the world becomes too heavy, let the colors clarify. We'll keep breathing through the softness under a warm sky. There's an ember in the silence where your heartbeat gently falls. Every breath a little mercy on the echoes in the walls. You're exhausted from the chaos, from the voices in your head, but the evening gives you quiet like a blanket for the dead. You don't need to speak your worries, you don't need to name your pain. Let the softening of twilight be the shelter for your brain. In the sweet amber silence where your shadows come to rest, every thought that kept you trembling fades against your weary chest. If your hope begins to shiver, let the choir recompense. We'll find comfort in the stillness of this sweet amber silence. You confess you feel forgotten by the world you try to save. How your kindness went unnoticed, how you lost the things you gave. But the dusk remembers softly all the goodness in your bones, and the silence gently praises all the love you've ever shown. You don't need a loud redemption, you don't need a brighter crown. You just need a space to settle where your heartbeat can slow down. In this sweet amber silence where your shadows come to rest, every thought that kept you